and this is Thunder by the Bay. Number 23, that's right, the 23rd annual event at Thunder by the Bay in Sarasota. And this year, there's a special Disney character by the name of Dory. And this year, I really had to rename Lucy Nicandy this year to Dory. And Dory's favorite line is, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And Lucy, that's kind of what you had to do this year with this event. It's some weather, obstacles hit you, but Lucy just kept on swimming.
You know, you just had to stay focused, and you know, despite the challenges we've had this past year, you just got to focus on the end result, and we did it, Debbie. And I really want to thank Born to Ride. You brought to the festival this year a whole new element with Choppertown, and it was fantastic. People loved it. And again, that stays in line with our idea of every year you got to keep it fresh, you got to introduce new things, and we can't thank you enough. You've been involved with us now every year from the beginning, and I'm going to keep swimming upstream if you keep swimming upstream. Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. It was a fun weekend with Choppertown Live. Brought out some great bikes, some great artists. They're incredible builders and so forth. But you've had, Lucy, 23 years you've been promoting this event and doing the work. That says a lot for a promotion and an event and a festival that is driven to help a local community, Suncoast Charities for Children, because 23 years, you've been the go-to point. Everyone knows you. As most rallies change hands year after year, so this has been a great foundation to build from.
Well, it has, Debbie, and what keeps me going is knowing the families and then the children, teens, and adults that are helped. I feel very blessed and very fortunate, and I know the good work that these 6 agencies that we provide money to, it goes to the bottom line, and they're in the local area, and they really need our help. And yes, you know, I enjoy doing events, but sometimes when it does get a little difficult and we're swimming upstream a little, I have to think of the end result, and that's the money going to help these agencies serving children, teens, and adults with special needs, over 8,000 annually.
And I was thinking today, 23 years you've been doing this, so if some of these kids entered into the system at 6, 8 years old, they're adults now, and they're probably great productive citizens because of the help that you guys have given them.
They absolutely are. And you know, one thing that people sometimes don't think about is a lot of clients, as they get older, they outlive their parents. So one of the things we're focusing on is helping support some residential services, group homes, that they can have independence and a safe environment to live in after they lose a parent. And also with what we faced with the pandemic, we had to reset a lot of agencies, rebuilding playgrounds, redoing classrooms, sanitization, and we were able to step in at some of these agencies in different ways so that their program and service money could go to the bottom line, and that's where it needed to go.
That's fantastic. Now, then this year at the rally, have to thank Rossiter's Harley-Davidson again. 23 years they've been supporting you. It takes a lot for a dealership to run their dealership on a busy weekend like this and to man the tents and the booths and everything here they do.
Absolutely. And they're, you know, I didn't know this, but Rick Rossiter was telling me they're one of the few family-owned dealerships left. And they've been supportive. Let's face it, we saw an economic downturn several times over the past 22 years, and they stayed with us along with other sponsors too. So I want to thank them, S&S Motorsports, Sarasota Ford, FCCI Insurance, Sonny's Barbecue, United Rental, and Everglades Equipment. They were all our big sponsors presenting, and then major this year. And our media sponsors, of which Born to Ride, you know, the cover that you do for us every year in February, that gets to the community and the demographic that helps drive attendance to this event.
And everyone loves it, and they can't wait for this event and this rally every year. It's beautiful Sarasota. People want to get out of the elements, the weather elements, and just come here and relax and enjoy. Fills up your hotels and everything in the area too.
Yeah, you know, I was not sure how this year was going to go because there were so many gambles as far as, you know, where we were in the pandemic. Are people going to come out? Are they going to feel safe? So we were very proactive in increasing our sanitization efforts. We had a COVID page we immediately created, put it on our website so that people could read it. But having the whole event outdoors, I think people were ready. They used common sense. They did social distance themselves, but they still could enjoy a wonderful festival and a great weekend here in Sarasota.
Let's talk about the festival. Okay, the Choppertown Live show came on board, but a great ride and bike show sponsored by HAPS and Rossiter's Harley-Davidson.
We did. We had a charity ride this morning, and it was really to pay respect and honor our first responders, veterans, active duty military. We had 250 bikes. We started from Rossiter's. We ended at the festival. It was a solid ride that left at one time. It was great. People loved it. We got here. We had live music, 17 class bike show. We had the stereo sound off yesterday, which was something new too. That was a lot of fun. And to see these vendors, to have over 80 vendors, it's been a tough year for them, more than ever. And to have them here, hopefully the season ahead will be prosperous for them, and we can keep having festivals and motorcycle events.
And Molly Hatchett, wow, really rocked the whole place on Saturday night.
They did a great job. That band was phenomenal to work with. I have to say, all the bands were. But to have a national act come in, and they really understood the charity and where the money goes, and they worked with us. Great group of guys, and we certainly would love to have them back in the future.
All right, we'll be back with more of a great interview with Lucy Nicandri, Thunder by the Bay, Music and Motorcycles. Stay tuned, we got more for you.
Sunday, April 25th, 12 p.m. at Papa Beer Bar and Grill, Born to Ride Mega Bash. It's the Jello Wrestling Championships and Snazzy Suds, the hottest bikini bike wash girls ever. Born to Ride TV taping and magazine shoot. Born to Ride Bike Show. Featuring live in concert Tommy Rocks, the ultimate Southern Rock tribute show. Vendors welcome, call now. It's all brought to you by Rubenstein Law, representing riders since 1988. Think motorcycles. That's Papa Bear Bar and Grill Tampa. Don't miss it, be there. At Crystal Harley-Davidson, the Hog Stars are working hard to get you the most for your trade.
I'm hoping to trade in my old motorcycle, and I really hope to get $3,000 for it.
Hey sir, I'm Bo, General Manager here at Crystal Harley. I just got back from appraising your motorcycle, and the book says it's worth $2,800. But here at Crystal, we're prepared to offer you 25% more. How's $3,500 sound?
Sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Come see the Hog Stars at Crystal Harley-Davidson, where you'll get up to 25% more on your trade-in.
Hey y'all, it's Trace Atkins. One reason I'm excited about the High Seas Rally is their commitment to supporting our military and first responders. I'm proud to be helping High Seas Rally's Salute to Service mission, raising money for Wounded Warrior Project, and celebrating our heroes on the front lines. I'll see you in October 2021.
That's the deal, I was born to ride.
Hi, this is Johnny at JF Kicks in Valrico, Florida. Last Tuesday of every month, we're doing a bike night from 6 o'clock until about 10. This month, we have Swipe Right playing. We have vendors out in the parking lot, food and drink specials. If any of you recall, we used to do Gators bike nights back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm just bringing that back. I'm the old owner from there. Hope to see you guys here. Thanks a lot.
Come see us Tuesday night for bike night at JF Kicks.
Can't wait to see you. We're back with more Lucy Nicandri, Thunder by the Bay, Music and Motorcycles. What I love most about the bikers is the Americana, the whole American spirit. The ride was all about red, white, and blue, the American biker. And, it was a great feeling that everyone was so proud flying their flags today.
Debbie, the thing about it is with this event, two things I wanted to accomplish was to pay honor and respect to our country. We can all come together. We can all work together. We may have different views, but I have to say at motorcycle events, the whole community does seem to come together every time there's a motorcycle event, and we wanted to accomplish that, where we could all enjoy ourselves, come together, support each other, and get back to semi-normal, if you will. But I think it's time that we do honor our country, and we honor those that have served, and we honor our first responders. They've had a very difficult year, and they're always there for us.
And you know, the bike show, I saw all the winners giving back all that cash money from the bike show right back to the charity, because I know you have had a difficult year as well. A lot of your events couldn't take place, so that was chilling. That was goosebump.
Yeah, you know, what's unique about Suncoast Charities for Children is 100% of our revenue stream comes from special events. Whereas some other charities, they have major donors. Ours is 100% event driven, so special events is a key component. We were lucky last year to be able to have the festival right before the pandemic, and we were lucky this year the vaccine came out in time and we could implement some safety precautions to hold it, because this is our biggest fundraiser. And since we first started, $1.9 million has gone back to charity.
That's fantastic. You guys did all that too. And you know what? Let's talk about volunteers real quick. The Budweiser people were just, the beer was gone and everyone was happy.
When the beer's gone, that's a good thing. That's a good sign.
You did your job, Dory.
Yeah. We have a great team of volunteers, but I have to give a shout out. There's a real core that helps me get this done. Kevin Baylor, who handles our vendors. I've got Tommy Hauser, who helps with setup. We've got a lot of motorcycle clubs, too many to name. The Christian Motorcycle Association does our parking, Fire and Iron, and the Blue Knights helped us this morning, the Llama Group. All the bike clubs come and help us, and without those key volunteers, I don't know how we could do what we did this weekend.
Everybody loves to pitch in and help Dory. Yes, because she just keeps swimming year after year. Lucy, another great event, another great rally. Congratulations. 23 years you've been putting this event on, and every year, like you say, you just bring something else to the table.
Well, thank you. Can I put somebody on camera for a minute?
Sure.
Kevin. I want to acknowledge our vendor setup guy. This guy, you want to know the most difficult job in a festival? It's the person that has to set up the vendors. Come on. I want to just give him a...
Congratulations, Kevin.
I had to set all these vendors this weekend.
And the volunteer crew. We've got a great volunteer crew, so it's not just me.
But I got to tell you, he gets it done, and without him and a few others, this wouldn't happen. Yeah.
And without you, none of this would happen.
Well, we love you, Kevin. And Heather.
And Kevin, I personally have to say thank you for setting up the homemade cookie vendor. I hit that one up a couple of times.
It had nothing to do with it, but I heard they're great, so yeah.
You got to check it out. Homemade hot cookies and milk. It was a good time.
And
good job.
Great job on Choppertown. Excellent job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, everybody's here pitching in. Everyone's helping, but most importantly, everyone had a good time. And the charity, so much is going on. You guys did a great job. You don't know what you're doing to help Suncoast Charities for Children just by having fun like this. So what a great way to do it. Thank you, Lucy.
Debbie, thanks. And I want to encourage anybody watching, we can talk about the charity, but give me a call. You can call Born to Ride. They know how to get in touch with SuncoastCharitiesForChildren.org is our website. I'd love to give tours and show people where the money's going. So please get in touch with us. We'd love to tell our story.
Fantastic. You'd love to hear it too. Stay tuned. We have it all coming up here on Born to Ride. Thunder by the Bay 2021. 23 years. Dory just keeps on swimming. Woo!
Well, Choppertown Live is about not only motorcycles, it's about the lifestyle. It's about the culture. It's choppers, it's hot rods, it's custom vans, skateboards, surfboards. It's all about that lifestyle from the 70s, early 80s. And like I said earlier, we've got builders that are world renowned. We got some guys that are building stuff in their garage. It was a builder's invitational. We've been working on this for about 4 months. We got together with Zach from Choppertown Movie. Everybody knows the movies. They're kind of a cult phenomenon. And we're working together with him to put together a live show to kind of bring that to another level. And we've managed to talk Mondo into building us a custom one-off Springer 16 over front end. That's going to be going to the Builder's Choice Award, which is handed out tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We're going to have all the builders vote on their favorite build. And the Builder's Choice Award is called the Bill Dodge Award of Excellence. Bill Dodge can't be working with us because of his recent accident, but what I'll be doing is I'll be taking pictures of his bikes for the top 4, and he's going to just say the final say who the Builder's Choice Award is. Now, the Builder's Choice Award winner, they're going to get $1,000 courtesy of FTW. We're also going to get the Springer front end, and Paco, the legendary Paco, is giving us a frame, hardtail frame. So whoever that lucky winner is tomorrow at 4 o'clock, they're gonna walk home with a handful of awesome stuff, and they're already halfway there on their next build. Well, I think a lot of these young builders are, you know, whether they admit it or not, they're influenced by these old legendary guys. You know, we've got the old guys and we've got the young guys, but they're all influenced by the Mondos and the Pacos and stuff. So if we can get those names behind what we're doing and add some authenticity, it's not that what we're doing is fake, but if they're on board with us, they're on board with us. So, it's really worked out well for us. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go behind all these bikes. And I think it's important for me, with the talent that I have as a photographer, to make sure we get these bikes on the proverbial film. So the least I can do is get one really nice or two really nice studio shots of their bikes to give back to them as a thank you. Well, it's like a surfer looking for the next wave. I don't really know what I'm looking for until I see it. I'm looking for something that is unique, that catches my eye, that I know it excites me as a photographer and a motorcycle enthusiast. I think if it excites me, it's going to excite other people as well. So it could be that $100,000 machine built by Indian Larry and his team, or it could be that garage-built motorcycle that, the guy's been sacrificing life with his family and work to get that thing done. It's not always about the exterior look. There's a lot of story behind these motorcycles as well. So if I can get great pictures of these bikes to help push that story along, then I've done my job. Man, I think they were gracious enough to give us this building. We were going to start out in a tent in the corner of the property here at Thunder by the Bay. Once they realized what we were doing, they said, we think we're going to need more room. Go ahead and use this building. And then I went in to a meeting a couple weeks ago, and they said, now how much building are you going to need? And I said, we're going to need all of it. And I don't think they kind of grasped what we're going to do here. They had no idea that, what we're doing is kind of unique to the area anyway. Nobody else was doing it. So we threw them the floor plan, we put it together, and everybody seems very excited about it. The non-chopper people, the bagger people, the old school, the young guys, everybody's digging what we're doing here, and we're hoping to really expand this and maybe take this on the road in the future. This is only the first step, and I've already, you learn from your mistakes. It's not really mistakes, but we can always learn to do what we can do better. So I've already got ideas for the next one, so if everybody likes what we're doing now, wait till the next one. Now, man, I'm just proud to be born to ride, and I'm proud to be able to represent these guys. I understand the talent and the artistry it takes to build these motorcycles. So as a photographer, my job is to get those in pictures and really represent and celebrate what those guys can do. So hopefully we can just keep pushing on from here and keep doing great things.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Born to Ride.